Good evening. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video about a very important talk we have next Thursday night on the 8th of December, about your child online. So it's going to cover quite a number of topics, delivered by an expert, ex-Microsoft employee, and I'll just go through a quick presentation of those topics in a minute. I think this talk will be very important for parents of all students in Mounthawk. And I suppose as a parent myself, I'm beginning to see the difficulties and the troubles and the very good aspects of social media, phone access, internet access, and all that entails. So the talk next Thursday night will be on the following topics. Okay, so very quickly, key messages to teach our children. Now, we as parents and as school teachers, I suppose, as well, have a lot to teach our children, and I suppose we need to help them negotiate their way through the minefield that is social media and internet access, and often unlimited internet access, or should it be limited? That would be a question that I would ask. Your child's online behavior, what is it actually really like? I mean, we do see a certain amount of it, but there's plenty of online behavior that we may not be privy to. And what does that actually look like in the real world for your typical teenager? Cyberbullying, recognizing the signs, teaching them how to cope, children how to cope with it, how to deal with it, or maybe to support their own friends as well. So we have a lot to offer there from the school, and this is very current. Within the last 2 days, our Department of Education have produced an action plan for bullying. Cyberbullying is part of that. In that plan, it does mention the prevalence of bullying online of children, and you're looking at sometimes usually in and around 20 or so percent of children in the previous 12 months have had some sort of online unwanted attention, really, called bullying. And I suppose over a number of years that will amount to an awful lot of students. So we need to look at that. We need to talk to our children about it. We need to know what is out there, what's going on. Okay, and this talk is very important for that. And the apps your children use, what's really going on with those apps? You know, and what do the apps harvest? What data do the apps harvest on your children? And I'll get back to that in a couple of minutes. But what are the students doing on those apps, and what are our children doing on those apps? And monitoring your child's online activity. Yeah, we're parents. Should we monitor their activity? I have my opinion on that. They're only children, an awful lot of them, and they need to learn how to navigate this. So should we monitor activity, and how do we do that if we want to? That will come up in the talk as well. And then parental controls of phones, tablets, computer, games, etc., apps, and so on. What are they? Do they work? Practical examples of those, where we can get them, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's one that is of concern to a lot of parents. And I think sometimes parents are, they don't realize that in some houses there is a ban on a phone after a certain time, or the parents have these controls on their own devices, So and how that can all be set up. So I think if this kind of talk might give permission or to parents to follow through on what's going on in the house regarding internet, phones, etc., etc., etc. So the last couple of topics, gaming, phones, tablets, like I said, talking about all those. And the last one here, and I'm going to put up in a second, is one of my favorites. And when I spoke to the presenter, the facilitator about this, my eyes were really opened, and I thought they were opened already. This bit will be about what employers or colleges and other organizations will find out about your children and my children. What they find out about our children when they decide to do data searches on them, searches across their social media history. Okay? Companies, colleges, whoever, buy software from social media companies and other online companies that will allow somebody to data mine, to find out everything about a particular individual. So that's one of the ways that these companies make money. Yeah, a lot of the apps are free to us and our children, but where's the hidden cost? And I think we'll find out some of that here, and it's a little bit scary. So and I think this talk would be quite hard hitting in places. So I am recommending it as a teacher, and as a parent, I would go to it anyway. I'd be there as a teacher, and I recommend it to all parents. So when is it on? Here comes the fly-in bit there. Thursday, the 8th of December, 7:30 p.m. in school. And sure, you might get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and a biscuit if you're very good. Okay, I'll see you there. Thank you very much.